Hey guys, it's Rob here from sortitoutside.net. I'm here with episode 4 of my Boreham Wood career. You may remember in the previous episodes I completed my first season and got promoted out of the Blue Square Bet South via the playoffs, and I'm now in the Blue Square Premier League. You join me now in September. I've played a few games, I've played my friendlies, and most importantly we've completed the transfer window. So I'll go through my transfers first. You may remember that a lot of my players were nearing the end of their contract at the end of last season, and a few did leave, including a few starlets. Cliff Agarang, who got 2 in the playoff final, and quite a few. Okay, only 8 goals in the league, but only 13 starts. He did alright last season, but not enough to renew his contract. Charlie O'Loughlin was one of my best players last season, but I've gotten a few good centre-backs and he wanted decent wages, so he's gone as well. Luke Gerard was my assistant manager and I wanted a new assistant, and he wasn't really that important a player, so he went as well. Mario Noto was alright in the middle, but not phenomenal. Mark Jones, really old, not a great left-back. You remember left-back was a massive problem for me last season, and I managed to get in Jordan Musto on loan from Wigan. Well, this season I've actually managed to buy someone from Carlisle. Cost me £12,000. Alessio Bugno. He seems pretty good for my level, to be honest. Not great history, but still, to buy someone from League One when you're only in the conference. I mean, his stats are good. He's pacey, which I found last season was really important. Admittedly for wingers more than the fullbacks, but hopefully he'll push forward. He can play at wing back as well. Technical stats aren't brilliant, but I'm hoping he'll be able to do a really good job. The coaches reckon that League 2, see? And I'm in the conference, I think would be a really good player for League 2. Who else have I brought? I've got quite a few wingers. I had decent wingers last season in Graham Montgomery and Greg, I've forgotten his name, and Greg Morgan, but I felt I needed a few more. Maybe I brought too many. I brought in Kirk Hudson, who looks decent. He was one of those players that Klaus Lundekvam, my scout, said was quality, and I signed him, and all of a sudden my coaches think he's only average, so we'll see how he does. We've got Mark McVeigh, who's a lot more experienced, 34 years of age. He's still got a bit of pace at acceleration 13, age 34, but hopefully I've really brought him in for his technique, passing, flair. He's okay, basically. It's hard to say anything too great about these players in the conference, and money is tight. This guy, hopefully, on loan from Manchester City. Now he's got great pace, finishing of 11, which is very good for this league, heading 12, good mental stats. He should be banging the goals at this level. He's who I'm resting my hopes on. Of course, I've still got Vincent Perigard, who I had last season, who got me quite a few goals. I also got Kudus Oyenuga, possibly how you pronounce it. You may remember he actually played against me for Hayes and Yedding in the playoffs last season and was the top scorer in the Blue Square Bet South, and his contract ran out. I had to offer him quite a lot, £850 a week, but I got him in, and you got to figure someone that can get 31 goals in the Blue Square Bet South can do it in the Premier as well. And so far that's a bit off saying he's got 8 appearances. He's got 3 starts and 5 sub appearances and 2 goals, which is okay. At the moment, it's Scapuzzi and Vincent Pericard that are doing it for me. Got quite a few loans in, like I said. Josh Webb, it says he's a defensive midfielder here, but I mainly brought him in the hope that he could do a job at left back as well, which has always been my iffy area. But to be honest, coming from Reading, he's a decent player. He's quite a low level. He should settle in just fine, and he's flexible, and that's really important. Jordan Holt. He's probably going to be playing centre-back for me, but he is there as a left-back if I need him. I mean, you look at that crossing one, probably don't want him at full-back, but he can come in if he needs to. But he's actually cost me £80,000. Possibly got ripped off, but apparently he can stay with me till League One. So if I can keep a player for 3 seasons or more, 3-4 seasons, hopefully that money will be worth it. And he's only 19. Maybe it'll improve. Maybe I can sell him. Maybe I can get more than 80,000. Maybe I can make a profit. Conor Brennan, just a backup keeper, young. I sent him to the reserves. I've actually sent him out on loan to Histon at this point. Sorry, there's a few. You'll see Sam Clancy's gone out on loan as well. I'm not sure how good these players will be. George Watkins, they're not good enough for my team. Get him a bit of experience. He's only 17. Maybe by the time I get to League 2, League 1, he might be good enough. And I've loaned in quite a few players, just players that I didn't have to pay wages for, just to pad out the team. I'd much rather try and improve my team than my own players, rather than playing just loan signings. Someone like Ian Bennett, 41 years old, solid keeper. He's got a long history in the Championship, even the Premier League at points. He should be good for me. Really important to have a really good keeper at this level. Sam Griffiths is actually really good. I'm hoping to partner him with Jordan Holt, my other signing at centre-back. He's only 20 years old, but he looks like he's really good for this level. Tackling 10, marking 12, heading 10. Anything in double figures at this level is really good. And you can just see how many he's got, 10 or above. George Evans is another one from Man City. I kind of assume when I am down in the conference, anyone released from a Premiership side is going to be good enough for me. So he's 18 years old, he comes on a free. Even if I was to sell him in 1 season's time for 10,000-15,000, that's quite a lot of money for me at this point. If he improves a bit, maybe I can get 30, 40, 50,000 for him. Or maybe he could just turn into a quality player. I mean, you see his ratings there, 7.8, and from 2 games and a sub appearance, it doesn't get that much better than that. And what we should do now is just have a quick look at the fixtures. Unfortunately, I had a really bad start. I didn't win for 6 games. I was scoring goals but conceding a lot as well. You see 4-5 against Tamworth there. You can see Vincent Perigard still getting the goals at this level. Oyeniugu, or however you pronounce it. I have been playing Scapuzzi on the wing as well a little bit, trying to mix it up, but his crossing ability isn't great, so maybe that's not really going to work. I'm not that fussed about crossing. I'd rather have skillful players that can make the runs, cut inside, a little 1-2 passing game. You can see last 3 games I've actually won, so I've improved quite a lot. And now I'm mid-table in 11th. Obviously the aim is to try and push straight up the leagues. It'll probably have to be playoffs again if I was to get up. I doubt I could challenge for the title. I'm already 9 points behind at this early stage after just 9 games. But that is definitely my aim. I imagine my media prediction is somewhere in relegation zone. 19th, yeah. They don't really hold much hope for me, the press there. But you never know. I'm not sure what else you want to see at this point. I've still got Carl Price, but he's been getting injured again, hence why he's only played 3. I'm really worried that this could be an issue with him long term. Maybe I shouldn't be playing him so early when he's only 16. The other worrying thing is that Millwall have been taking a look at him. You see that I've set an asking price of £80 million. I don't expect that to be met. They did offer £100,000, which I rejected because I think he's too important. Any player that I can keep for a long time, and if they're offering £100,000 now, just imagine what they might be offering in the future. So I've kept Carl Price, rejected £100,000. They're still sniffing around. Fortunately, the board didn't make me accept that, and hopefully I can keep hold of him. I just hope he doesn't get any more problems with injuries. He doesn't even have a pro contract at the moment, I don't think. Could they not have just offered him a contract as a youth player? Oh no, he's a provisionally agreed terms with me, that's it. Only £230 a week, which still isn't amazing. He'll sign that in December when he turns 17. You see here, some of my star players aren't in the first team because I have been struggling with fitness. Maybe my pre-season wasn't good enough. I can't remember how I did in the friendlies. Didn't do amazing, but I've got affiliate clubs with the likes of West Ham and Reading who we have to play a friendly against those, so I was never going to win those. And even Doncaster and Stevenage are a bit better than me. Liverpool reserves, obviously, probably better than me if there is just their reserves. Yeah, I think that's about it. It's just giving you a quick overview of my side going to the second season. Obviously, it didn't start too well. I've got a bit better. I'm going to push on. I'm still playing a 4-4-2. Got them set to short passing. I've taken away my ball-winning midfielder, trying to go a bit more flary. Got a deep-line playmaker and an advanced playmaker. I mentioned in the last video that I'd been conceding a few goals through my players closing down too enthusiastically, my centre-backs, so I put them both as limited defenders now. See how that goes. I'm experimenting with whether to use Scapuzzi as a poacher or an advanced forward. It doesn't seem to make that much difference, to be honest. He's got a bit of pace, and I thought poacher would do the job, but as you can see, I've won my last three after I made some changes. One of those was dropping Kudus Onyenugu and putting Scapuzzi up front. We've got to welcome Carl Price back into the squad after injury, and yeah, Alessio Bugner is another one. I was saying that he was really good, really great signing. Obviously paid money for him, which is a lot at this level. I think it was 12,000, and was it 12,000? Yeah. And his natural fitness doesn't seem great. You can see it's 9 there, and he's already seeming to get tired when I have 2 games in 1 week, which is a little worry, but we'll see how that goes. I'm perhaps too overprotective of my players. If anyone starts getting 91, 90%, definitely 80s, I tend to rest them, and perhaps I should push them a bit harder. I'm not sure how to go ahead with that at the moment. I've got quite a big squad. You can see I've got quite a few loan signings in there where I've really padded it out. And then I do have a lot of old players as well that I need to look after. Vincent Peregrine's in his 30s, obviously Frank Sinclair's 41. Actually, not that many old players. Gerard Weifel at the back is 31, but I don't expect him to play that much if I can get Jordan Holt playing, and hopefully if he's playing enough matches with match practice, he can really push on and develop. Omar Risa is 33, but he's unlikely to be playing that much last season, although pre-season of last season, you may remember in episode 1 I wrote him off and said he probably wasn't going to be playing that much, and well, he was really good. So maybe I'm wrong about that. In a reserves you see Effiong as well, who played in the final. He's not really good enough for me at the moment. I'm trying to get rid of him. Dali Gomez, that I brought in the pre-season of my first season, had a pretty poor season, and he's now in my reserves, hoping to get rid of him. I'm not paying any wages at the moment, so it doesn't really matter. I thought, what's the point of releasing him if I'm not paying him any wages? Let's just let him sit there. I've loaned a few players out, like I said, trying to get them some match experience. But yeah, that's basically it. This is the start of my second season. Wish me luck. I'll be back with another video either in January or maybe at the end of the season, depending on how it goes. And hopefully I'll be pushing my way into the Football League and League 2. Anyway, give it some thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Thanks for watching. Hope you're enjoying it.